Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy G here, and today I'm bringing you a PvE skill guide for my Holy Knight. Now I've seen you've watched my video on the Holy Knight Chaos Dungeon, and a bunch of you requested my skill build for it, so here it is. Now I will mention that since that video, I've made one adjustment to the build itself. I've switched out one spell, and that is the F. In the video, you would have seen me using Rufion's word on my F here, which was, let me just show you real quick. So it looks like this. It's an AoE attack. It's very good for stagger, and it also provides a shield. But I found that a more aggressive playstyle, especially given that you're fighting against mobs, is much better at having the Sword of Justice. You'll see in a minute. So this, without further ado, let's get into the build, the skill build that I have, and I'll show you its effectiveness in a Chaos Dungeon as well with this one, with this skill, replacing Rufion's word. So let's just get into it. So at first, now this, I will mention this is a beginner skill guide, so that means that you will be able to run this build with no additional skill points required, because in this game, when you hit level 50, that is not the maximum amount of skill points that you can have. That's not even close. Skill points can go up to 340 or something, depending on if you go and do all the content there is, because you can get skill potions from so many places, such as full completion of maps, special quests, legacy quests, a whole bunch of resources. So this will be dedicated to the ones that just hit level 50 and did not yet go out to farm more skill points. So if you have 267 skill points, which you should, when you hit level 50, you should be able to run this build. So without further ado, we've got Dagger Lunge. I use this only for the mobility. No way, shape or form do I use it for any type of damage. It is good to hit the boss when you're fighting a raid boss. It is good to quickly get back to him. So I use it with at level 4 with outstanding mobility. It just gives us that dash range increase by 2 meters, which is very nice. Here it is. It's very good for running around and quickly getting back to the boss. Now for the second skill, I use for my W, I use Shattering Steel, which I have at level 8 just because I want to go get more damage out of it. We're into level 7. I have it at Cracked Blade, which will make it do 80% more damage to normal opponents. This is very good for clearing out trash. And the Impale, which makes the damage, of course, hits increase up to 50%. So this will basically damage up this skill. It's this one right here. There we go. Now for the most damaging, one of the most damaging skills you'll have is, so I have 2 of these. Now the 2 of these here, the blue ones, are Wide Attack and Harsh Retribution. I have Harsh Retribution maxed out. This is very good for hitting bosses. It does tons of damage to bosses, and it's also good in groups. If they're lined up in front of you, it'll do a lot of damage, and it'll knock them up and down again. And we have Purify, because this will make it deal 30% more damage and throw them into the air. We have Special Bullet for those bosses, because you can see that this skill will deal 60% more damage to enemies of the rare type and higher. This is especially for bosses. And Triple Attack, it'll make it do 3 attacks instead of 2, and also bump up the damage. So this is what it looks like, and it also leaves that area right there. Okay, now we have the Wide Attack maxed out. We have Forward Attack. This will make it so that the knight basically will dash 4 meters into before starting to channel this. It's very useful for quickly repositioning this skill. We have Conqueror, which will make the skill maintainable, and it'll make a lot more damage with the final attack. This will mean you'll have to time it, but it's no problem. And Unstable Energy, which will basically leave another explosion after the channeling. So this is what it looks like, and because of the forward attack, I'll just put my mouse a bit here, and you'll see that it'll dash to it. What? See? And we just stop it, and boom, there we go. I also love the fact that this skill actually, if you look at my cape here, watch. See how I'm like, it's charged up with light energy right at the end. A very, very nice touch there. Okay, so there it is. And now for my final blue skill, which I have added since the video. It's Sword of Justice, which is very good for bosses, for anything. I will have to summon something so I can show you how it works. This is so I have it at level 7 with Magic Trail, because it leaves a magic trail on the ground, and also find weakness for the bosses, of course. Okay, and you'll see how it looks like. I'll actually summon multiple mobs here, and you'll see what it looks like. Here it is. See, and it leaves the trail on the ground there. Let's reset, and this is very nice. It's very nice. It's a very nice. You can basically combo this off of pretty much anything, especially the W. Look, you do this, and then this, boom. And it's a very, very nice combo there indeed. Okay, now for the holy skills. Now these skills make it so that you are basically the most wanted, one of the most wanted classes in this game. So I have the first and the only damaging skill, actually not the only damaging skill, but the one purely damaging skill from the holy, and it's Hand of Heaven. This is basically a very, very good skill. You'll see it run in PvE, in PvP. I don't think there's one holy knight in this game who does not use this skill. It's very, very nice. It's an AoE around you, and it does tons of damage, and also staggers the opponent. So I have 50% more damage on normal opponents. This is to just clear out the trash if you're getting surrounded. It'll be very good. And Exhaustible Faith, using the skill fills the faith bar by 1000% faster. So this will basically apply to our innate skill here. And we have Guardian of Light, which is very nice. It'll leave another attack at the end of the channel, which will deal a ton of damage. There you see, boom. And this is the angel here. You're gonna see the angel there is the final here from level 10, the final tripod. Yeah. So you'll see, let's just do this real fast, and you'll see that if we do this, see that the angel just quickly wipes everything. That's it. That's why it's important. Now we have the skill in which every party member will want you in their party for, and that is Shield of Faith. This is a very, very good skill. This will make it so that it'll increase not only your survivability, but the survivability of all your party in raids, in dungeons. This is very, very good to have. Now this at level 1, even at base level 1, it'll shield everyone. So it's not a one-time shield and then you have to spec into it to make it a group shield. It's a group shield from the start. But what we do is we go for fast move, and that means that when it's active, it'll give us and our allies 50% movement speed, which is really nice. So as long as the shield's active, we move 15% faster. This is very good in any situation, as you can imagine, in both PvE and PvP. We got long-lasting protection to make that shield duration a bit longer by 2 seconds, which is huge. And this right here, this is the bread and butter. This is the main reason why holy paladins are so sought after right now, because this skill, as you can imagine, this is a 30-second cooldown skill. So it's a fairly long cooldown for a combat skill, but a very short cooldown for a skill that actually does group healing. So as you can see, by speccing into this last thing here, the to miraculous healing, the skill cooldown is increased by 10 seconds. But what this does is, when the shield disappears, it will restore 8% of our health. So basically, you'll have a shield, and then when it goes off, when the shield expires or it's taken down, you will heal for 8% of your maximum health. And this is not only you, this is also your party members. So you can actually do healing with this skill. It's very nice. And lastly, we have the Guardian Angel, which is a similar skill, only it's not for healing, it's more for defenses, increasing your defense stats. So what this will do is, this will also damage. This is very good when you are cornered, when you are surrounded by mobs. And what it'll do is it'll call out. See, this is how this. Oh, I'll show you the shield as well. So this is the shield. See, this is the shield, and once it goes out, you will see that. Boom! There we go, and we are healing now. See that right there is the heal. Let me just demonstrate it real quick. After let's summon a boss. Okay, come on, hit me. Okay. So, yep, we're down. Let's let it chunk a bit more of our health. Okay, I think this will be enough. There we go. So now, see, we're hit our shield. Now we're shielded for this. And we'll also use our Guardian Angel. See, the Guardian Angel also attacks, like, boom. And then it also buffs me up, and it makes it so I take physical damage and magic damage reduced for 35 seconds. And that, sorry, for 7 seconds, 37% for 7 seconds. So these two are defensives. And this is the only offensive from the Holy Knight skills, and then we have only pure offensive skills. Now, I'll show you what this looks like, what all these skills looks like in this boss fight. I'll just quickly beat up this guy, and you'll see the effectiveness of this build. This skill build is very nice for whatever content you're running, but especially for content you're running and you can't really rely on health potions. This will keep you very healthy. As you can imagine, once every 30 seconds you can actually just pop your shield, and besides the shield itself, it will be protecting you from any damage. If you're low on health, at the end of it, it'll also heal you and all of your allies. So basically that is it, guys. That is it for the skill build. I hope I showed. This is what I have for Guardian Angel as well. We have mobilization of forces and tenacity, which will basically make the reduced damage a bit higher. And as for the awakening, there are two. I prefer this one. I prefer the second awakening, which is Lutheran's Court, because what this will do, besides the actual damage, see, this is how it looks like. Boom, it lands in an area, deals a whole bunch of damage, but more importantly than that, it gives a shield that absorbs 80% from our maximum health, and not only to us but to our allies as well. So this is very good. Another shield, but this time 80% of our health tied to our awakening. So besides doing 310,000 damage, it also gives 80% armor of maximum health to all of our allies. As you can imagine, when you're fighting a raid boss, and a huge attack is about to go by, and you know that it's gonna hit all your party, you just pop this and boom, instant shield on top of everybody, plus your own shield with healing. This is a very nice class, guys. This is basically a build where you'll be able to run it for PvE content, every types of PvE content and story, and you'll never have any troubles. You'll basically always have the best survivability and very decent damage. That is it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I will be back with a PvP skill guide for this guy as well. And stay tuned for my other classes skill builds as well. Thank you, and have a good one.